Welcome back to Pixel Art Academy. We had a couple of days off there, been on the road, and some of the hotel setups just weren't quite right. But I'm back now and in a space with a nice little desk area, chair that's not too uncomfortable, and so I think I can sit down here and draw for a little while. The last one that we did, we worked on some of the challenges, and we did this this Mario here. But as it turns out, these take a while. That took up a whole hour. So I think what I might end up doing is just having a practice draw stream, or maybe a video. There's very little difference. I do these in one take anyhow, and kind of keep the videos for the tutorials. So in the meantime, I think we should still do a warm-up. Grab one of the challenges here. And let's do a color one. We're gonna go big just for the warm-up? Nah, we'll go small. We'll do this little character here. Oh, that's a small flying skull. Roy Nathan DeGroot and Super Crate Boy. Super Crate Boy I've heard of. So here we go. I'll move this over. Oh, that's as big as it's going to get for me. That's fine. It's a pretty small canvas here. We'll pick our pencil tool. So now again, we have some shades of brown and gray. Pretty distinctive, especially when they're right next to each other, so I don't think I'm going to have much of a problem there. I think I am going to turn off that light. It won't glare so bad on the TV screen. Excuse me. Fumble, 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 and I'm back. So we'll go ahead and we'll take our black here, find our reference point, that line right across the bottom. Just start putting in pixels. Just looking back and forth, matching up best we can to our reference. That'll do it for the black ones. Now this darker brown color, it looks like there's only the two of them. Actually, I think I'll call this tan. This is kind of a darkish brown, but the darker flesh tone, I guess we could say. And then this lighter one, fill in this area of the skull. Now these aren't blank. Well, these are blank, and we do want to fill them in with stark white. A very nice use of the back shade of the canvas here. More of a darker kind of eggshell muted color, so the white really stands out against it. Then we do have this darker browns, defining the kind of upper outside edges. That one in the middle, and then right there. I think this is an example of sort of gradient shading. You have the darker colors coming in towards the a lighter area in the middle. And then, of course, darker on the bottom, lighter on top. Oh, what are we doing? We'll just fill that in. There we go. I'm not going to talk about like I pretend like I know exactly what's going on as far as colors and shadings go. I'm still figuring that one out. But we're going to do the curves tutorial today. Smooth curves. Learn how you can count pixels to ensure your curves are smooth as possible. Oh, this is good. Okay. Pixel art curves appear smooth when the lengths of the individual segments change uniformly. Ah, okay. I think this is something I was doing earlier, especially on that Mario picture. So you've got, gotta select the tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If the lengths alternate between increasing and decreasing, the line appears more jagged. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 2, 4, and then 6. Oh, I wish. Oh, there's 7. She's weren't here a second. Get a better view of exactly how that works. Now this I can see, it's almost like a vanishing point in a picture where you're selecting a point in the background, and all the lines of the picture are going to run towards that point. So kind of along the same idea of that is with each progressive step down, or step around, I guess, in the curve, you're getting shorter and shorter and shorter. Or maybe foreshortening, which again is making images that are more forward in the picture appear larger than the ones in the background. Then try and give it sort of to give the image the illusion of depth. But I don't know, I think I'm getting ahead of myself here. Move the pixels so that the lengths never decrease. It is okay if the lengths repeat or increase by more than 1. So we're erasing and moving. Save server 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, and then 6. Now, even though it's not 4 to 5, it's still a smoother curve because it's more like they're in progressing along about the same path. Longer curves will change between increasing and decreasing lengths, but will do so as few times as possible. Longer curves will change between increasing and decreasing lengths. But will do so as few times as possible. So let's see what he means by this. Let's draw this out. 3, 2, 1, and then we're changing directions. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, it looks like as you're getting into the curve, your pixels are getting smaller as you're changing directions. So this one, it's almost more like on a straightaway, a diagonal, and then it hits that curve and you're moving down. So instead of just going to over 90, you're kind of cutting it down away, whittling it until you have, you know, your single, or even, yeah, 2 pixels here. It's because it's not as quite a sharp curve down at this one, but you could still find that 90-degree angle between these two here and split, you know, this intersection of these 2 pixels as the center between where this line begins to stop smoothing out and turns into that curve. This is going off the top of my head. Freehand curves will often have correct general placement, but need to have their segment lengths improved to get a smoother result. Alright, so they did a freehand curve for us here. So as we can see, we got 4 and 4 moving here, but they want us to see 4, 2, 1, 2, 4. He's not explicitly stating it, but it's like there should be some sort of balance ratio between the line coming into the curve, going through it, and then coming out of it. Over through 5, 5, 2. Yeah, see, this is the same curve. Now we got a sharper, steeper angle as it drops off. One just slightly less steep as it curves up. Freehand curves will often have correct general placement, but did I not do it? Oh, I know what I've done. Zoomed in too far. There and there. There we go. Let's zoom this out. Let's see. Always seems like I can see it a little better. Oh, that's smaller in there. See, they even, all they did here was lengthen the tail between this curve and this curve. You can already tell it does give it a noticeably sharper decline. So let's head over to A-Sprite here. You know, you'd think I would just have this up and ready. Oh, you don't actually. I do want a larger canvas I want to play around with. I want to make sure I have space to play around. So let's just do, I'm even going to turn the pixel perfect off. Curve like that. Now if I wanted this, view, show, pixel grid, there we are. So if I wanted this to be smoother curve, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come along here, and I'm gonna take out all my doubles. Okay? It's gonna come in this is way longer than that. So I got 3, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, and 2, 2. So if I wanted to have this a little bit smoother curve, now I could have just erased that completely. But take that back. I'm going to try something different. Why don't you go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now let's do 6, 4, 2, and 1. It's definitely shorter. I mean, I think it would have to be, but the ratio is still there somewhat, so I don't think that makes the curve more dramatic. I think what's gonna... I've stopped there, so let's see what happens when I take this and start curving it out in the same proportions. I did something there. That doesn't look right. So we're going to have that. Oh, okay. 2, 3. Oop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Draw that 90-degree angle right here to kind of the apex of our curve. All right, let's see what this did. 2, 3, 4. Back 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to try something I haven't tried before. Rectangle. Oop. Alt. Nope. Control. Yes. Scroll. Take that away. Marquee tool. I think that's what I'm looking for. There we go. If I grab this, move this. Okay, yeah. So the changing the ratio down by 2s is not dramatic enough to see the difference there. So I got a 1-to-1 ratio, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So am I getting too specific with these? Let me start from the apex then. 3, the 1. Let's double. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not going to do it. Alright, that was just a thought I had. Maybe I'll mess with that some more later, not in a proper video. But yeah, let's maybe a little bit above my pay grade, trying to figure out, ratios of pixels and that relate to degrees of curves. So we'll make a little S. Curve up, curve around, curve over. We'll knock down the doubles. Let's see, we'll shorten that up. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to match that, we're going to go over there. 4, 5. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll maintain what we have. 2. Maybe we'll even. There we go. Bring that out a little bit. We got 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and then 3. So we're gonna go down like that. Maybe this we can go. I think that'll look better. Nope, it did not. But it will if we keep it 5. It's pretty balanced there. 2, 2, and then 1. All right. I think we did all right in smoothing that out. Now, I believe there's another tool on here. There it is. Inverse. Oh, there's rotate canvas. There is a way to create drawing with a mirror image. I have to look it back up. So, say we wanted to draw a curved line. Oop, misclicked. Up like that. And we wanted it to be exactly the same over here. There is a tool somewhere in here. Is it duplicate? Nope, does not appear to be. what's in the layers. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, it just made a copy of that layer. But I'm not using layers right now. Oh well, I think that's something I'm gonna have to go in. Ooh, size angle gradient. Nope. That is for a drawing pad. What's this brush? Oh, look at that. A square. Oh, it's because I'm a single pixel. But if I control and scroll, my brush is a circle. Neat. There's also... Oh. I'm on a different layer. It put me on that other layer, but that's all right. What's this one? Six pixels, 0 degree, 45 degree. Oh, because that wasn't the brush. You gotta. Yeah, I just want. A big circle for my eraser. Back to the brush. This is actually kind of neat. You could mimic brush strokes with that feature. I've gotten horrifically distracted. That's neat. Hey, that you know what? That goes into curves. So we could do that. We can go back to our oh, put that back in 0 degree. There's square. Control, scroll down a single pixel. We could come over here. Knock out some of our doubles. And turn this into more of a curved brush stroke. Yeah, there we go. See, I brought it back. I brought it back. I turned it around and into the theme of today. All right, so let's go ahead and head back over to here. Oh, we're still in pixel art curves though. Practice smoothing your curves. I think that's just what we were doing. Look at that. Connect all the pixels by drawing a single curve through them. Well, messed up already because I'm just awful at the freehanding. And we're going down and around and up and over. So you can now open the pixel art evaluation paper, get an analysis of your curves. But I already know, just like we practiced before, the first thing I'm gonna do is knock out the doubles. Okay, make sure there's only one curve that connects all the required pixels. All right. You know, all right. So now let's go ahead and open it up. Smooth. We're still getting an F. Click on the smooth curves criterion. Abrupt length changes, 75%. Smooth curves will have uniformly changing segment lengths, minimally straight parts, and few changes of direction, inflection points as possible. However, over the various parts of your evaluation paper to analyze your curve. So, abrupt length changes. There's a lot of them. I think green is good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, and then the 13th. Yeah. And all that. All right, straight parts, 45%. At the ends and in the middle. Clean your line until all smooth curve criterion are improved or inflection points isolated. All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop out of that. Oh, there we go. All right. So we want to connect these two here. I'm going to start messing with my theory of make sure, no. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we click on that. Where's the next point? There, right? So we're kind of just screwed between connecting. There's no even way to connect these two. So one is going to be more lopsided than the other. But let's see. How could we smoothly, or more smoothly, nope, see, it has to go there. There we go. I think that'll be okay. All right, so we're pretty good here. Except for right here. See that? That throws it. That has to go there. So we can go 2, 3, 2, 1. There we are. Three, 2, 1, 3. Ah, there it is. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3. So there's that right there. That's what. Just going to smooth that out. So now we can come over here. Now we look at this curve. We're going to have one, we want to have one here. We're going to double on this one. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basically, we kind of have to. Unless we do that, I don't know if we can get away with that. 2, 3. Let's see. And then see, it doesn't like that. So if we come down 2, make that a 4, and that a 2, and that a 2. Does it like that? Yes, it does. Okay, okay. So that one has to be there. All right. So let's connect these points here, right? And that point there. So this is a long one. It's got to go here. It's got to be fairly even. So we can make that 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, and then drop it down. 2, 3. Yeah, oh, you know what? 2. Maybe not. Let's try something. 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. No. Oh, that's a point there, double. All right, let's see. Ah, see, it doesn't like that. But I think we're making progress. It's a heck of a lot better than before. So we see we got that abrupt line changes down to 100%. So what's going on with this little peak right here? Does it want us to just go straight across with it? I think that's what it did. Yeah, that does. See, it's still not quite there. See, but I have to have that one selected. But I can do that. And maybe I can pull these over. Oh. No, I think that looks terrible. Nope, it doesn't like that at all. But we got a B so far. It's this one abrupt. That's an abrupt line change. What did I do? What did I do here? Oh, that one has to be selected. All right, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Click in the 1. We're going over 1. See, I don't like that. What did I do before? Nope, that one has to be selected. What did I have one here? Let's do this one more time. Let's do the whole curve. All right. There you go. We straightened that out. Okay. That's still a little bit iffy here. So that one has to be clicked. Oh, none of those do though. So let's go to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then over 1. Oh, that's 6 and 4. Okay. Maybe we can... Oh, no, we can't. Let's do one there and put it there. Oh, that gave us a B. Didn't like that at all. What are we doing here? What are we looking at? There's that abrupt major F. We got straight parts at the ends. So we got 100% on inflection points, so that's good. Isolated, sparse, and dense. So straight parts, 92%, then gives us nothing. So here are these abrupt length changes. 4 to 6 to 4. Oh, I see. So is it saying if I knock that out and put that there? Oh, okay. That's what it liked. So there's that at the end. Abrupt length changes 1 to 3 to 2. We just go 1, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. We 100%ed it. Look at that. All right. Circles. It's not surprising that the most rounded shape presents a decent challenge in pixel art. The smallest circle we can draw is simply a pixel. Oh, there's a big sheet. Okay. Lots of movement here. Start here. Click. Just like the 1 pixel circle, the 2 pixel one could just as easily be a square. The viewer can still see a circle if it appears in the right context, for example, representing wheels of a car. A 3 pixel circle appears even more square. Now we have enough space that we can remove the outer corners. As we use this shape to draw bigger circles, it slowly starts resembling a square with rounded corners. Two, threes, and finally fours. With this much space, we can introduce a pixel that separates the longer segments. All right. The circle again starts looking like a square with rounded corners as we increase the size even further. So this is making the line and then using a single pixel to connect the two together. Three to the fours. So that still looks, nice and circular. But yeah, right here when we hit the 5 to 1 pixels, that's when it starts kind of bowing out. Well, actually not bowing out. See, this is what I'm saying. It's like there's got to be some kind of ratio guide to pixel curves. We can introduce another pixel to connect the outside segments, but this eventually looks more like an octagon due to the 2 pixels creating a 45-degree angle. Oop. Come on now. See, these two don't look too bad, and I don't even think this one looks particularly. Well, let's see. Let's get it filled in. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, let's say that one's looking pretty stop signy, and then this one definitely. One, two, three. Yeah, because if that's your corner piece, this is where you have a ratio of 4 to 4. You have 2, 3, 4, 3, 4 in the straight, 4 in the diagonal. To help break the diagonal, we can extend the pixels to 2 lengths. Yep. And 4 and 2. See, to me, this is where it starts getting boxy. What is happening? Why is my screen, why is this blinking out? Is that happening? In the recording as well? Thankfully, I will be getting a proper computer here pretty soon, rather than this little dual boot travel one I've been absolutely abusing with some of these higher resource hungry programs. With enough space, we can now introduce a pixel in between the angled segments. So we have 2, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1. Okay. Oop, not you. See, this is what I'm talking about. 3, 2, 1. I think that this one here particularly is going to be with a nicer, more rounded ones. This nice, gentle gradient curve, which, I mean, that's what they were talking about, you know, having these relatively even lengths of pixels on either side of your curve as it goes along. There we're going, yeah, 5 to 2. Still there, but the yeah, the sides starting to flatten out, like you're blowing up a balloon in a box. Until we reach just full-on boxy shape. Actually, not full-on, but you can definitely see this does not read as a perfect circle. It's flattened out. Yeah, see, like that one there is very nice. That one's very nice. That one's closer to the nicest one. Finally, the 16 pixel circle can have 2 intermediate pixels as the diagonals. 1, 2, and 4. Boop, boop, boop. Bigger circles are easier to draw with an ellipsis tool, but for smaller sizes, manually drawing them often gives more aesthetic results than the shapes produced with algorithms. Yeah, I can totally see that. So let's take a look. From 1 pixel. This is good. One of the things that I would like, I don't know if it exists, but I think I'm gonna I'm going to throw Retronator a DM. It's the ability to save these images just as JPEGs. This would be a fantastic reference to look at, to go, okay, well, here's 16, 15, 14, and even just to mark up, to write in the particular side and diagonal lengths. All right, long curves. Large circles and other long curves that slowly change direction run into the same problems as uneven diagonals. When a circle becomes large enough, longer parts of its arc will lie between the 1 to 2 and 1 to 1 angles. If we try to follow the curve closely, we can't have only monotonically changing segment lengths. There is our $10 word of the day, monotonically. Now there's a mathematical definition. Varying in such a way that it either never decreases or never increases. When a circle becomes large enough, longer parts of its arc will lie between the 1 to 2 and the 1 to 1 angles. If we try to follow the curve closely, we can't have only monotonically changing segment lengths. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some artists live with this imperfection, as with uneven diagonals, while others construct curves only out of even diagonals at the expense of the curve looking more angular. Oh, I see. So we have essentially a quote straight, we have, yeah, a straight line of diagonals, and then 2, and then 1, and then back to the 2. So it's sort of, even though it's kind of breaking the rules of you should have that there evenly. This one's going to be 5. Oh, come on now. 4, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. See this one. Oh. In practice, these choices are part of the art process and lead to different kinds of stylizations. All right. Well, we've already messed around preemptively in A-Sprite, messing around with curves there, so we won't revisit that this time. But it's a little bit longer one. It seems like these videos are just getting progressively longer and longer as we go anyway. But forget it. let's do a challenge. We'll go back to the monochrome. We did small in the beginning. We're running long, so we'll do small again. I like this bird looking guy here. Oh, well, it may do. Maybe he's a ghost. Looks a little bit ghosty. What is this, from Netherworld? I think that's the little ghosty. We got a lot of individual pixels going on here. Come on now. Grab, thank you. Grab, thank you. So, one color. We'll pick our reference point. This is actually not too bad of a reference point down here. You can start down here anyway. We know this goes here. And there's 4 in the diagonal. And right off of that, there's 3 there. And then it starts getting a little cluttered and jumbled. So I'm going to jump up here to the head. Oop, not that one. We got an eye there. We got an eye there. This comes around. Yep, 4. And then down 2. And down 3. Come over sideways here. We're going to come down to here. We got 1 there. We go, yep, up a pixel and then over, down the same length as that pixel. We're down here. That one sticks out. And then we'll fill that in. Come back to our brush and let's start picking in, putting in all of these little bits. Is that a terribly overused joke yet? Well, hot take. Rick and Morty was always terribly overused. There we go. And we'll keep. Oh, you know, this actually has a little bit of a rhythm to it. 2 pixels. And then I call it Tetris piece, down at the angles. You follow this angle down. You're following it down as diagonals. That makes that a lot easier to look at. And just kind of figure, there we go. All right, well, thank you so much for stopping by. Give me a like, comment, subscribe. Always, you know, I in these early stages here, I'm going to rely heavily on your feedback as to what you like, what you don't like, what keeps you engaged, what doesn't. And it helps me keep moving forward. And we'll continue on in the next one. Remember, no matter what it is, keep moving, keep doing stuff. Have a good night.